Hey everyone, I have just received this worker kit from Biu-Blaster. Sounds like metal, it's always a good sign. I'm the old Nerf guy, welcome to Tag. Little disclaimer here, this little worker kit was sent to me for free by Biu-Blaster. This kit says it's for the Ultra 7, which means it's for the Ultra Pharaoh. Let's put that thing in that blaster and turn that big slab of concrete into an actual sniper. Let's go on the table. But before I take the Ultra Pharaoh, let's open that kit to see what's inside. Oh, okay. We have a barrel. Rather short, but still, it might just do the trick, or I'll end up upgrading it. This is our dart gate / breech. Must be a barrel guide, judging by the size of the hole, but it's a little big anyway. Must be a barrel guide. What else do we have in that kit? It's stuck at the bottom. Let me open the other end of that box. Yeah, we have the Talon mag adapter. And we have our pusher with missing O-ring and one that is broken already on it. Okay. It's fun. Hopefully it's not a return. So I'm gonna have to source some O-ring for this, because obviously the green one for the main O-ring here is not there. But that's about what we have in that kit. Here's an O-ring. This one has exploded before I even received it. Our barrel should be, regular worker barrel, 13 by 16 millimeters. Our little barrel guide with the little Allen key for it for the set screw. This seems like nylon or something. This mag adapter. This mag adapter, it's 3D printed. Okay, gonna have to live with it, but it's a 3D printed mag adapter with an injection molded mag release. Hopefully there's a way to change it, maybe for an orange mag release I have for the Swift. I'm gonna check that out later on. And that little, rather big breech. Honestly, this is bigger than another Allen key. This is bigger than a long shot breech. It's pretty much crazy the size it is. Hopefully there's not going to be that much carving into the blaster, and that is going to go in right easy. Yeah, blaster is humongous, and got the bolt on the other side, so I raised it on those two boxes. And I really undid all the screw. If you want any advice, leave them in the hole. Total on this blaster there is over 40 screw, but you need to undo about 30 of them to get the white part of the shell off. And this is the interior of our a corner of cardboard. Surprising inside a blaster. I guess it's not a part, so I can remove it. Here we have the blaster itself. There's a little spring at the rear for the plunger tube. Okay, this is an intricate setup, like pretty much all the Ultra. I can see here that this little priming bolt is indeed not removable from there unless I remove all this rack, undo the middle, and even there I am not sure. But today we're going to concentrate on this door gate, which really looks like it's going to be a drop-in. That's going to be cool. I hate to have blasters that are not drop-in because sometimes the shell cutting instruction is not perfect in those workers. Now, can I just... No, I won't be able to just remove that. So I'm going to need to open this part here. Oh, okay. I've already undid all the screw. Is it glued to the barrel? Really? Okay. Let me remove those screws and we'll continue from... Let me remove the 4 screws at the tip of the barrel and we're going to be able to remove this thing. Okay, done. This should lift right up. Magwell, let's keep it there. This is Disassembly. Correction to my previous statement, you need to undo all 41 screws to open this shell. So now, I should just be able to remove this full barrel, which I guess, yeah, this will go in to center our aluminum barrel inside this. So let's keep this barrel aside. Okay, door gate, pusher. Okay, I just need to lift everything up, but is everything gonna lift up? Not as is. I might be able to do it without removing this part, but so far I'm gonna have to remove this screw, and the one in the corner to remove the whole assembly. But I will try to do it without removing it. First, the little back spring for the plunger tube. Then, this should lift right up. Yep. We need to recover this part from the build. In the schematic from worker it's gray, but mine is orange. Yeah. Okay. So here we have it. That's my priming assembly, which I don't want to hurt too much. Now, for this member, how is it stuck there? Is there another? Nope. It's only those clips. Yes. And here you have the gear. This screw is not completely undone. Okay. Now we have the gear. Okay, be sure it's in the same position, meaning it's here. Yep. And there is an indicator for the first gear or the first hole. Nice. And remove this part. Now I have it. Let's not forget that that carrier goes that way. Good spring inside. Honestly, quite easy to remove. And yep, pretty much exactly. Yeah, pretty much exactly like what we had for the Ultra 5. This thing got an inner weird restrictor. Okay. So I guess it goes here. Take it out. I will not take this O-ring back. I will take mine. But I will relube first because this thing is dry. But first, yeah, my O-ring look perfect. Let me lube this. Be sure to align with the little notch inside of the plunger here so it will get out. And normally you just push it through. I feel like I have a good seal here. That's gonna be nice because I didn't have any O-ring with this thing. That was kind of bad. This O-ring on that plunger is super bad. I'm gonna find a new one, probably the same one as for the pusher. Okay, I found something pretty much similar to what is on my pusher. The thing is, the only factor in this O-ring is it was sitting for too long inside of the blaster without nobody using the blaster. I already lubed it. We see through the tube that it's contacting pretty much everywhere. When it's seated at the bottom, it's gonna be almost perfect. Yeah, if I go all around, this thing looks sealed all the way. Now, I can just close this right back. Yeah, and I have myself a pusher assembly. Now, for the reinsertion, should be just like that, like we did initially. Yeah. So this is same reverse process as to undo it. You put that in, clip it into place so it stays. Let's, before we put it in, let's check that dart gate. I remove a dart gate. Let's try to slap another one in. Hopefully there will be no cutting, and it seems like no cutting. That is even prettier. Sorry for that little break. That was CBSA calling me for one of my parcel. No more news, but at least it hasn't been seized. So let's get back to our modification. To install this dart gate, I think I'm gonna line it up with the pusher before I slap everything in line. It's gonna be easier to put in. Yeah, little detail. Your prime bolt, once it's there, you can't remove it, but you can remove the two screws, separate it, so it's gonna fit inside the hole in the shell. this kind of go underneath there. Yeah, that's what I said. Everything look rather in its place. I'm gonna attempt a reclosing and test fire of this little blaster. Let me close that back without the scope and we'll check that out. Blaster is all put back together, so the Ultra Pharaoh is now half dart. Only one thing to do, try it to see if it works. Then it's going to be the chronograph test, and we're going to take a better look at it with a final word. This thing. Okay, let's... Seems like priming. Let me put that little thing in. Let me put, let's say, a dart in, because I don't want to dry fire it for nothing. There is no more restrictor inside. And it shoots. And it seems to have quite a punch. I'm expecting over 100 FPS out of this thing. Let's go on the chrono test. Okay, small chrono test for this Ultra Pharaoh modified for half dart. I'm gonna shoot 2 AF knockoff, 2 max dart, 2 worker gen 3, 2 bamboo 2.0 and 2 dragon dart out of this thing. Just to have a good average of the capability of this blaster. That was the AF knockoff. That was the max dart. Now for the worker. Now the bamboo 2.0. The dragon dart. Oh, didn't like the dragon dart. Weird. Okay, it doesn't seem to like the dragon dart, but every other dart it craves. Yeah, 177 average. The minimum was 160, maximum was 207. Without any spring upgrade, just a good seal. My guess is this mod is a success. This thing is pretty outstanding with FPS range up to 200. I mean, on stock configuration, I've installed the kit, that's it, so no. I am not putting any upgrade spring in that thing. It is already super great. Honestly, this is one of the best experience I had in installing a mod kit, a worker mod kit in a blaster. That and maybe an original kit for the Alpha Trooper or for a long strike where everything is fit for the shell. Same goes for Prophecy, and even there sometimes you need to do some shell cutting for the expanded tube, where in this thing the tube has a good volume. I needed to change the O-ring on the kit. There was one missing and the other one were just broken because they were dried, and I changed the one on the plunger itself. But generally this blaster is awesome, even in its internal. The power is super great. I mean, this thing got quite a pop in it. With, like I said, FPS over 180 on a worker dart with a super easy prime. I mean, this thing is really nice. That big slab of concrete now is kind of nicer because I removed that ugly golden almost clear scope, and now I got this thing half dart, super precise. Really happy it was over 150 FPS. I was really expecting those kind of number. This was really a great experience to install it. One little thing, I had to shorten a little tab of plastic on this part of the shell because I wasn't able to close it. I forgot to put that on video. Kind of easy. You're gonna see you can go with flush cutters, removing the corners, closing back the shell, and everything worked very great. Don't forget that little tension spring at the end of the plunger tube. I forgot it. I had to reopen or reclose everything because this thing really pushed the breech up front to be sure everything seals properly. Oh yeah, this Ultra Pharaoh worker kit to convert it to half dark is pretty awesome. I really wish Worker will make more of those kits for more blaster, because we need those nice smooth CNC parts to adapt our blaster easily, not with a lot of shell cutting. This was very minimal. That was really acceptable. I mean, I didn't even use worker instruction to make that thing happen. I used my own width because the two last time I used worker instruction, they instruct me to cut too much. Yeah, I think that's it for this small video. In the meantime, you can always follow me on Facebook and Instagram at thatoldnerfguy. Please leave a like and comment, subscribe for more content. Don't forget to hit that bell to stay notified for my latest video. This was Dave Fatag. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.